Int'l, a broader perspective.
Give me your ears, I no go beg. Picking it good love and care. Kings and queens, leaders of tomorrow.
Life for better if we pay attention to every girl child.
Whether the healthcare, be the education.
Cause I be small girl, oh, but I get big dreams.
The world is home to more than 1.1 billion girls under age 18 who are poised to become the largest generation of female leaders, entrepreneurs and changemakers the world has ever seen. Girls play multiple roles in the household, society, and the economy. Though life for the girl child is steadily improving, many are still subject to horrific practices.
And one of the cases affecting the girl child of nowadays is the case of sexual abuse, rape.
A lot of girl children are really confused on where they should go into career-wise, because a lot of people say you cannot do this because you're a girl, and I feel like everybody can do it. It doesn't really matter on your gender, and I feel like as a lady you have more potential to do whatever you please, whatever you feel like doing, whatever you want to do career-wise. For example, me, growing up, I told people I wanted to be a pilot, and a lot of people told me I could not be a pilot because I'm a girl, it's only for men. If I go into the when I go into the aviation sector, that I'll be the only girl, and it will be draining for me. And at a point, I also wanted to follow people's advices, because I thought people know better. They will say if it's for only men, because they say it's for only men, then maybe it's for only men. But then growing up, I did some research, and then I saw that there are few girls here. What if I go in and I can make a difference? I can change something if I do it. That means some people will say, but she's a girl. People said she cannot do it, and she's doing it. So
below the men. So when it comes to voicing out our issues or voicing out our thoughts, our opinions, and our problems, it's conflicted when it comes against a man, because they feel like that we are inferior to men. So I feel like we should allow women to voice out their opinions.
That when it comes to education, the girl child is given a back seat, which ought not to be so. There should be equal opportunity. That there should be equal opportunity for both the male child and the girl child. Because as it's going to say, as the normally say, once we educate a woman, a lady, or a girl child, it's like you are educating the entire populace. It's this issue of position. Today in Nigeria, we have marked 60 years. No man, no woman has become a president of this country, like Liberia. So you understand. So the girl child or the female child should be that it's going to attain the same level that the men attain. This issue of harassment, women, girl child is prone to harassment, unlike the male category. So there should be an awareness. If possible, it should be in the curriculum. That the girl child should be accorded that respect. That girl child should be protected.
International Day of the Girl Child increases awareness of gender inequality faced by girls worldwide based on their gender. The celebration of the day also reflects the successful emergence of girls and young women as a distinct cohort in development policy, programming, campaigning and research. The 2020 theme of the International Day of the Girl Child is My Voice, Our Equal Future. How can we give a girl child a voice?
I am the new generation. I am a light that cannot be snuffed, a dream that cannot be stopped. I can be the best. I have no other home besides this piece of land to call my own. I am a Nigerian child.
I believe that the girl child should be given a voice. The girl child should be given special attention. Girls have special needs and they must be catered to. That's why I'm joining every single citizen to say, give the girl child a voice?
The most significant way that we can give the girl child a voice is through education. You can do this by contributing to and supporting platforms or organizations that are dedicated to ensuring that the girl child have the same access to education. So doing this will empower them and encourage them to achieve their goals and to really aspire to be whatever they want to be. I really hope that girl children all around the world will have that opportunity to dream big, to never feel that they have to limit the size of their aspirations.
I think the voice we should give the girl child be majorly the voice of affirmation, equal rights wherever and whichever religion they're practicing, education also wherever and whichever country, whichever religion they're also practicing. Because once you educate a girl child, you educate more than just one person or community. You're educating a whole. You could be educating a whole country. The girl child should be loved and not hated. The girl child is not the problem of this country or the problem of this world. It's just she is one of those who can solve our problems for us in this world.
The way we can do that is by listening. I think that's the first step. Listening, because a lot of people don't believe they can, if a boy and a girl come together and there's an issue, they might believe the boy more than the girl.
How then do we preserve the future of a girl child?
And we must also make sure that we ensure that there is a world that the girl child is protected in. We must protect girls, and especially now with all what's happening around. It's been underlined that the girl child does need special protection.
They speak up, they allow their voices to be heard. Even though people don't want to listen, they should still try to voice out their opinions and their thoughts.
By constant support. I think a girl needs so much support because there's a lot of things coming, there's a lot of things to think about. It's more encouraging. Tell them that they can do it. This is what you want to do.
Enlighten them on their rights, enlighten them on what and how to keep themselves safe, how to go about their daily lives, how to notice signs when someone is a threat to you.
I'm proud to be a girl. If I should come back to this world, I'll still be a girl. One interesting fact about life. It is when you make it where people think that you can't make it, or where something good will come out from where they didn't expect that it can come out from. It's International 2020 International Day of the Girl Child, and we are here to celebrate the girl child. If you keep your ears on ground, you'll know that in those days people were clamoring for inclusion, equal right for the girl child. But now the story has changed. The International Day of the Girl Child now is set aside to celebrate those women, those girls that have made remarkable impact in the society, those that have, against all odds, been able to stand out in their different professions, different careers, different businesses, and then prove to the people that said that a woman's place is in the kitchen. Now it's no more in the kitchen, it's in the front line. I know you have a contribution to share with us, so do well to go to the comment section and then share your thoughts, share whatever ideas you have. We have someone that will share with us what we should do from our own perspective, someone that has experience over time about girl children, and she's doing something from her own ends. Mrs. Omolola Oladimeji. Alright, she is the head of stations of Silverbird Television, the team lead, Women in Media, and also the initiator of Nigerian Young Broadcasters Competition Award. Welcome, Mrs. Olamideji. And I didn't tell you that today is her birthday, so it's double celebration here. We are celebrating International Day of the Girl Child and also her birthday. Oh, the birthday girl.
Thank you for
Take
having me.
Thank you now. All right. Does it feel to be a girl, a bigger girl? And now you're celebrating your birthday. You are 1 year younger.
Yeah. Funny enough, I grew up amongst girls.
My parents had 8 children. 7 are girls, and I'm the eldest.
Oh, we are together in this business. What's your position?
So, I'm the eldest.
Wow, I'm the third. 3/8, 7 girls and 1 boy.
Wow. So
you're 1/8.
1/8. So I know what it's like growing up to be girls, and so many things. That's how girls are seen back then. For my father, in those early years, he is one man who believes girls are up to no good. And that, I think that's one of the motivating
Is he seeing you
factors.
today? Is he seeing you today?
He's mightily proud of me.
Ah.
The truth is, if maybe if he had not said that, I wouldn't have been more determined.
I needed to prove to him that girls are more responsible than boys. He saw it, although he's late now, but he knew.
But he
all
saw it
through-
before he died.
Oh no, yeah.
So he'll
We
be
spoiled
proud
him
wherever he
silly.
is.
He was always proud of all of us, all the girls. The girls were like boys. Those things you say in those boys that made you think girls are nobody, we proved to him that we were forces to be reckoned with. And wherever he is, I'm sure he's still proud of us.
Okay. All right. Though a girl's life is gradually, steadily progressing, but improving in some areas, but many are still subjected to horrific practices. Can you share with us the recent practices that you've noticed that girls are going through?
Sadly, as a result of the lockdown, we noticed a sharp increase in the domestic violence, rape of girls, and some are even murdered. You are well conversant with the stories going around that the rape cases seem to be on the increase, and mostly is the girl child that is affected. We're not saying the boys are not molested or are raped, but the increase, maybe because of the pandemic and that forced everybody to be locked down in a certain place for a longer period of time. But it's not an excuse.
I don't know why parents do not want to get off that, but they've been able to embrace education, girl education, but I don't know why they don't want to embrace that. You notice a young girl growing up, and then all of a sudden parents will mount pressure on the girl to get married, and then you end up marrying someone that you did not want to marry, or they force you to marry a particular person because of political interest, to maintain the family ties, or all of that. How can we address this issue? Because it's biting some girls more in our society.
Well, for me, from my own perspective, I believe one of the major ways where we can help the girl child in this area is to reorientate them. We need to keep campaigning and making them realize that I'm an advocate for matrimony, but it's not a do or die affair. Do not let anybody push you to your death. And even when it's not working, walk away.
And if, for instance, you say, no, you don't want to marry, and then you go ahead to marry whosoever you want to marry, and then your parents will tell you, I am not part of the marriage. And then, because of that, they refuse to give you their blessing.
Their blessings and whatever.
So what happens?
Well, in such situations, the parents may have one or two reasons why they don't want you to get married to who you want to marry. It is the duty of such parents to sit the the lady down and say, okay, why? These are the reasons why I don't want you to marry this person. We know that parental influence has a whole lot to play, and that is why we need to keep talking to our parents. We need to keep talking. Maybe those generation are you can't expect my own generation now. You understand? You can't expect my own generation now for my son to come home and say, Mommy, the best thing I would just bring her home, let me get to meet her. Who are your parents? Just make sure she's good and she's well brought up. That is what matters most to me. Okay. And that's the way my father brought us up.
We have so many young girls that have potentials, but because of influence in the society, in the home, peer group, and all of that, they might not be able to unleash their potentials. Maybe they can say, depending on the type of career the girl chooses for herself, and I say, this career, you sure you'll marry? There are people in this particular career, they don't marry early, and even if they will marry, the marriage does not stand. And then another one, they might say, this is not for women. It's male-dominated area. So how can we unlock potentials from young girls so that they can be at their best?
That era is gone. These days, where you tell a woman not to do, what you tell them not to do is what they are doing. And I'm an advocate of us of us encouraging them, training them, opening their eyes to the vast potentialities that they stand to gain when they go into male-dominated field or chosen profession. I can tell you for a fact that there is no profession that doesn't have its own disadvantages. So every profession has its own hazards.
Okay.
But the advantages far outweighs the disadvantages. I do not believe presently that there is no profession that a woman should not be. So long as you know you are ready, the sky is the limit.
Okay, so how can we make girls to be a change maker instead of being a passive spectator?
Let's catch them young. We will start from the grassroots. We will make them realize, yes, it's good to know how to cook, but it's not the end of the world. Yes, it's good to raise families, but that is not where your life ends. There is so much that you can do with your life. We need outreaches. We need capacity building. We need trainings. We need those professionals. In school curriculum, we have the co-curricular hour, where all these professionals can actually go into those schools and start talking to those children. If you want to be a pilot, let the Pilots Association go into the schools and start catching them young, making them see the benefits of them coming out to talk. The time is now, because presently we have 1.1 billion girls who are under the age of 18, waiting for the society, waiting to unleash their potentials onto the society. The least we can do, especially in Nigeria, is to go out and enhance their capacity building, open their eyes to skills they can acquire, that can make them become better persons in society, that can make them come out to talk.
All right, and to you, I believe that you've heard so much. What are you doing from your little corner, from your ends, to make sure that you raise that girl up to a responsible adult? As a food for thought. Thank you so much. My name is Still Blessing. I'm Rose, but I know you like going with the name Auntie B.
Societies must conceptualize traditional gender roles to unlock young girls' potentials to contribute to their communities and societies. Countries should build fairer and more equal society where girls' voices are heard, welcomed and respected, and their views acted upon, and where girls' rights are protected and promoted every day and everywhere. Happy International Day of the Girl Child.
Wish them the best, and I wish that from now on the world will be more aware of the needs of the girl child, and more effort will go into protecting the girl child.
For every girl out there, I wish you a very wonderful International Day of the Girl Child. Keep doing what you do, you can do it, and with time, with consistency, you get there.
I wish every girl a happy celebration, every girl child a happy celebration of the International Day of the Girl Child.
It's a wonderful celebration.
Thank you so much. We should also focus on the male child. God bless you.
In TV, a broader perspective.